Prime stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Kane. Fires to the big fella. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gonna look downfield again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
To throw, it's Kane. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Kane. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. They'll try the toss to the left. Finding open areas. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I like the adjustments from this offense from 1st possession to 2nd. Like 1st possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is in the air. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Looking for a man, it's King. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Looking for more room.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lloyd. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's King. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking for room. It's Powell. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Dura. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Green. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They punted away on fourth down. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all. for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's King. It's picked off. That's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun on third down. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Try to blast their way in. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Quickly to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Taylor. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
it's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. You see when you duck your head and you're going trying to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Taylor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. You don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Alexander. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Quarterback making adjustments. Last chance coming up. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The defense still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they force the issue and make this quarterback try to kneel down again.